Welcome to DivaSpeaks Relationships. Welcome, guys. Dropping in and sharing another letter with some more saga today. And I think the more the year progresses, especially in 2023, the inbox is full. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me. But tonight, real quick, we got a letter from a side chick. She knows she's the side chick. She has no problems with being the side chick, but she's got some questions. So I figured, let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's just get right into it. Oh, losing everything. Okay, so that's why she can't let it go, because it's good to her. All right, so let's just get right into it, okay? Again, welcome to DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is Angela Patariel, and we have a letter from a self-proclaimed side chick, mistress, who has some questions, and she wants some answers. So we are going to give some feedback, okay? Okay, so very briefly, guys, I am the side chick. The wife has called us several times over the past 2 years. I'm sure he smoothed it over, lied to her, etc., to keep the peace over the course of our affair. He said multiple times he's not ready to walk away from his kids. That's what keeps him home. Tonight, he called me and said, "You stupid bitch, leave me the fuck alone." I'm assuming his wife told him to end it with me again. She's called him again. It isn't the first time he's called and said something. How do you handle being ghosted? I'm assuming he's agreed to block all contact with me. I've seen some comments on social media that he's made. Wait a minute. I've seen some comments on social media that he's made, and my friends are telling me that the wife made him ended and that he'll be back. But why not just walk away? Well, that was kind of tough. Okay, that was kind of tough. Okay, so I am the side chick is how the letter starts off. The wife has called us several times over the past 2 years. I'm sure he smoothed it over, lied to her, etc., to keep the peace over the course of our affair. He's said multiple times he's not ready to walk away from his kids, and that's what keeps him home. Tonight he called me and said, "You stupid bitch, leave me the fuck alone." I'm assuming his wife told him to end it with me again. She's called him again, and it isn't the first time he's called and said something. How do you handle being ghosted? I'm assuming he's agreed to block all contact with me. Well, my good sister, let's talk about a few things. Something that stood out to me. You said, I can barely see, but I know what you said. You said, he said multiple times he's not ready to walk away from his kids, and that's what keeps him home. That's what keeps him home. So he's referring to the life that he has with his wife and his kids as home. So my question to you is, if she and the kids are home, what are you? There is no person in this world that's going to be in a situation that they're miserable and, no one's forcing him to be there if he really wanted to be with you. Let's just be very clear about that. And I don't even understand at this point why you are not in a polyamorous relationship, all three of you, because if this affair has been going on for 2 years and you said his wife has caught the both of you several times over the past 2 years. Why not just have an open relationship at this point? Because she knows about you. And I guess that's your point. She knows about you to the point that she's caught you guys so many times that you're saying when he comes to you and tells you things of a vulgar nature like F you and calling you out of your name, that you are assuming that she's behind it and you're placing the blame on her for the actions of a grown man. Ma'am, she's not holding a gun to his head. There's something about whatever they have that makes him abide by her wishes, all with the exception of being faithful to her. I mean, that wish that he's not going to abide by that. But you got to ask yourself, why is he calling me out of my name? Like, you can just simply end it without being vulgar with me. We've been through this before. Why I got to be a bitch, a bitch? Just let me go or walk away. But see, you don't value yourself. You don't value yourself. And obviously you've fallen in love with this man. You have fallen in love with this man. But my good sister, let me tell you, don't sign up to trade places with his wife. Please. I want you to really think about this. Do not put yourself in this position. See, you already got a lot of karma you got to reap. Karma's going to visit your head for the role that you have played in the dismantling of this marriage. But why compound what's already going to be assigned to you for your role in this? Don't trade places with her, because I can tell you, she's got herself a no good, lying, cheating husband. So you want to trade places with her and you want to be the next wife that he does that to? And you want to be in the same position that his wife is in, having to pull strings and pull teeth and threaten him and hold stuff over his head to get him to stay in a marriage and to remain committed to you? You deserve far better than that. He's a grown-ass man choosing to dog out his wife. He says that he's still home because of his kids, right? He says that the reason that he stays with her is because he does not want to walk away from his kids and his home. Well, honey, if the kids and your life over there with your wife and your kids has such a hold on you and you value that life that you have with your family, as you should, then why not do right by your wife? Why not show your kids what a loving, loyal, monogamous, committed husband looks like? Why, for the sake of your kids, why drag their mother through the mud, stress her out for the last 2 years behind a woman that you done got yourself involved with and you don't want to let her go? What kind of example is he setting for the very kids that he said that he's not ready to walk away from? Ma'am, this ain't what you want. You can do better. You can do better than a man who uses his kids as an excuse not even to walk away from a woman that obviously, in a marriage and a covenant that obviously he does not value at all. He don't value that woman. He doesn't value that marriage. He doesn't value that the whole life and that they've built together and the family that they've had. He doesn't value it enough to remain faithful, keep his vows, and committed. Why would you want that for yourself? Because I can promise you, he ain't gonna treat you no better. You will get treated no better. If anything, you might get treated worse because you was the woman willing to sleep with him while you knew he was married. So in his eyes, that will always be acceptable with you. And my question to you is, my good sis, after sleeping around with a married man for years, if you are successful in making him your husband and your man and building a life with him, do you pray that he's going to be committed to you after your involvement with his prior relationship or his prior marriage? I mean, you see how that sounds. But I will say, none of this would be happening if he would keep his pecker in his pants. See, that's the one thing I know. You're not holding a gun to his head. You're not holding anything over his head to make him come running back to you. This is a man who is no good. Girl, he ain't no good. He is trash. What kind of father does that to the mother of his kids? What kind of husband does that to his wife? For 2 years, this woman been catching you and her husband creeping around. And then on top of that, okay, because she loves him too. She loves her husband and she has every right to love her husband. But think about this. He's not only cheating on her, but now he calling you bitches and F you and leave him alone, as if he hasn't played a major role in all of the drama that is going on between you, him, and his wife. Again, he has no respect for no one in this situation. He wants what he wants, and he's allowed to do everything that he's doing because she ain't leaving, and you don't want to leave him alone. And the excuse is he's got his kids over there, baby. This man is trash. Do you really want a man that you have to threaten, that you have to second guess, that you are always going to be wondering in the back of your mind, is he doing to me what he was doing to her? Because he married that woman. He gave that woman his last name. He went before God, friends, relatives, and everybody else, okay, between their two friends, sets of friends and families, and committed his life to this woman, gave her his name, gave her his babies, put a ring on her finger, gave her a home, building a life with her. But yet, after all of that, he trashes everything that he's built with this woman. What has he given you? What has he given you besides disrespect, calling you out of your name, and empty promises? Those are empty promises. The kids. If your kids mean so much to you, sir, then do better. Set a better example of what a man is supposed to do in the home. How a man is supposed to love his wife, their mother. Do better by not stressing their mother out. Show these children how a man is supposed to properly love his woman, not dog her out. Got her standing over you, forcing you to call your side chick to cuss her out, and now he's blocking you on all social media. You know what that tells me? He don't really want to go, because every time that the wife has caught the two of you, that was the perfect opportunity for him to exit and try or attempt at co-parenting, file for the divorce, make it plain and simple. This is over and this is where I want to be. But he does not do that. Every time, according to you, he is caught. You say that she makes him call and say, you stupid bitch, leave me the fuck alone. Really? Because if he wanted to be with you, I would think that he loved you so much that those words would never come out of his mouth. Like, how could you love me and say such harsh and hateful things like that to me? Like, if she caught him, then she caught him, right? But at the same time, if he really loved you and had good intentions toward you and the relationship that he's building and has with you, then he could have said a host of other things. That didn't have to come out of his mouth. He doesn't really love you, ma'am. You're convenient. You're easy. He's gotten comfortable. He's probably loving the sex between the two of you, because sex with you doesn't come with responsibilities and obligations. Sex with you is just what it is. Toss it up, rub it down, get a wet one, and go home to my wife. That's exactly what it is. He ain't no good, sis. I don't want to tear you down. I ain't gonna do that. I feel like there's so much of this, the tearing down in this world, that at some point, the older women such as myself have to be able to talk to you woman to woman and say, you deserve better. And this type of man, you don't want this type of man. Listen. The only negative thing I have to say about this wife is she obviously loves this man. She has a high tolerance level, and she's got a trash husband. Girl, if you're gonna get married, he is the opposite of what you want. You don't want that. Man end up going out cheating and bringing you back something he done already. Look at the things that he's stolen from her. He's a thief. Sis, He's a thief. Let me tell you. You saying why? How? What, girl? You're reaching. No, I'm not. He's a thief. I'm sure, based on what you've told me in this letter, he's stolen her joy. He's stolen her smiles. He's stolen her nights that she could go to bed and rest comfortably and sleep through the night. He's stolen her health. She's probably stressed out, high blood pressure, anxiety, depression. He's stolen her self-esteem, her confidence. He has stolen and robbed her of her stability in that marriage. He is a thief. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a cheater. He's no good. You don't want that for yourself. So you can save yourself, sis. Right now, you just a side chick. Girl, you can walk away. You ain't got no kids with this man. He done showed you what he is. He done showed you the side effects of whatever comes with him. You can ride on off into the sunset, pay the debt that you owe to karma, and move on with your life, girl. You can do better. I promise you, you can do better. And when you find better, and after you've reaped what you sown, you right back in. You let us know how it all worked out in your favor. But he's got hell to pay on heaven and on earth. Don't you get yourself caught up in that mess. Don't you get yourself caught up in this mess with this lying, cheating, thieving husband. Think of all the things. He's robbed her at least of a couple of years of joy, because she's been running up behind him trying to find out what he's doing with you. You deserve better. But if you're just now tuning in, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to read the letter once more on my way out. Parts of it, okay? I am the side chick. The wife has caught us several times over the last 2 years. I'm sure he smoothed it over, lied to her, etc., to keep peace over the course of our affair. He said multiple times he's not ready to walk away from his kids, and that's what keeps him home. That stands out to me. I don't care what nobody said. This man keeps calling where he's at, as he should, home. He said he's not ready to walk away from his kids, and that's what keeps him home. Girl, that's a powerful word. Now, he don't know how to take care of home. He doesn't know the first thing about running a home, being the head of the household and managing his family and managing his desires and temptation and dying down to the flesh. He doesn't know anything about that, but he knows that whatever life he shares with his wife and his kids is home. But I digress. Tonight, he called me and said, "You stupid bitch, leave me alone." I'm assuming his wife told him to end it with me again. She's called him again, and it isn't the first time he's called and said something. How do you handle being ghosted? I'm assuming he's agreed to block all contact with me. My friends say he will be back, but why not just walk away? Don't give him that type of power. Don't wait on that man to walk away. You walk away. Walk away with your dignity. Walk away with your self-respect. Walk away with this being a valuable but painful lesson learned. Walk away because it will serve in your best interest. Understand? Don't give him that power, because right now he's got his cake and eating it too. And it ain't really no hell to pay right now, because the wife hasn't had enough just yet. Or she might be one of those women that's willing to suffer through it. To suffer through it. Don't trade places with her. No judgment. She's the innocent party. I'm just trying to help you make a better decision for your life. That ain't what you want. He ain't what you want. You deserve better. That's my time, guys. My name is Angela Potariel. Yes. And this has been Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. Tonight, as I record this, tonight is Wednesday. Now, Thursday night, tomorrow night, I got a live show on TikTok. Make sure that you scoot on over there and check me out. Cheating at coworkers and cheating, or cheating with the coworkers, something like that. You don't want to miss it. Short and sweet, like tonight. My handle on TikTok is DivaSpeaks Relationships and the number 1. Again, DivaSpeaks Relationships and the number 1. So make sure that you check it out. Until we meet again. Toodles.